Oh, I think we're live here. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, it looks like we're live and I have sound. Welcome, welcome. It's Nafisa Shireen here from Living Forward TV and Living Forward Business and Lifestyles. And what we do here at Living Forward is we work with entrepreneurs to help them make really big leaps in their income and their mindset and their performance so they can create a business that allows them to design a life they absolutely love. And Tuesdays and Thursdays are our morning meetings where I come to you live to take your questions, give you some insight, just some thoughts about what's going on, and for us to really be able to connect. So let me know who you are in the comments below. I can see over here on my screen what's going on. And if I don't get to you in the broadcast, I will come back and engage with you later. So if you're here on replay, also tell me that you're here and be part of the conversation. Now, the first thing I want you to do, if you're not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, is to go to livingforwardtv.com. That'll take you directly to my YouTube channel and subscribe, because today is episode day and we have a great one coming out. And it's all about the 7 mistakes I made when I first started my business. You know, and I talk about this in the episode that you really don't want to be afraid of making mistakes in business, because you can only really make mistakes if you're moving forward and taking action, right? As long as you're moving forward, that's why my business is called Living Forward. As long as you're moving forward and taking action, mistakes will self-correct and they will even themselves out. But there's some mistakes that don't do that. They just result in nothing but lost time and lost money. And so that's what I'm talking about today on our Living Forward TV. So that's going to go live probably early afternoon today. So if you're subscribed, you'll get the notification, and I would love to hear your thoughts on it, because I do share quite a bit. And one of the things that we are talking about in that episode is about prioritizing learning how to sell. So today's topic for our live is about being fully invested in your business. And I'm not talking about investing money, although that usually is a huge requirement, right? You can't grow yourself and grow your business without taking the steps, getting what you need, whether it's mentoring or team members or doing things that will grow your mindset and get you to where you need to be. But more than that, and I really wanted to talk about this because I think a lot of times people say, I've done all the steps, I've done everything. The gurus say, like, if you have to invest in yourself if you want to make money. And I followed so-and-so, and I looked at all her testimonials, and all these people made all this money right after investing with her. So I've been thinking about this quite a bit. And I wanted to talk about it because it's not the investment that makes you money. It's how invested you are in the action that comes from what you've invested in that's going to make or break you. And so when we think about our business, like, yes, you need to be investing in yourself. There's no way around it, right? I mean, if you think about it, if you're trying to do everything for free and get everything off of free webinars, and you're wanting people to help you build your business for free, and yet you want to be paid for what you do and wanting other people to give you stuff for free, it's out of integrity. And I've got a ton of information on our YouTube channel about this. And so it is important to get the help you need, get the mentoring you need, get the team you need, get the travel, or do the travel that you need to do in order to grow your business. But you have to be invested in it. It's not just about writing the check. Writing the check is supposed to get you into action. It's supposed to make you so uncomfortable that the uncomfortable action you need to take to grow your business, whether that's getting up on stage or making an offer or raising your prices or setting a boundary with clients or putting value on what it is you do, because that stuff's not really comfortable, right? But that the payment is more uncomfortable than that, and so you move into action. And being fully invested means you show up like 100%. Sometimes we can think like, okay, well, I'm doing it. I'm doing the work. I'm investing in myself. And we go to events and we hide out in group programs. Like, we join a group program because it's cheap. Or we just, we do all the things that make us feel like we're taking action. But what we're doing is we're just repeating a pattern of hiding, or repeating a pattern of non-action, or repeating a pattern that allows us to just kind of feel like we're just sort of doing the basics, and yet we're not actually achieving what we want to achieve. So I gave a talk this past week at the Magnificent You Women's Conference, and I talked about the 7 attributes of 7-figure business owners. And really what that talk was all about was about making a massive quantum leap in your income through growing yourself first so that you can grow your income. It was about who you were being to create what it is that you want to experience in your life, because it's never about what you're doing. And to do that, you need to be willing to look at yourself in the mirror. This is a really short morning meeting today, just because I have my group call at 9 o'clock, and so I wanted to just quickly hop in here. But just giving you some of this thought for today. You know, you have to be really committed to becoming that person who's going to take the action. And facing yourself is one of the most painful, difficult, humbling things we can do as people and as entrepreneurs. And yet that's the most important thing we can do. And so we need to be willing to look in the mirror and look at where we stop ourselves and look at where we're holding ourselves up with beliefs that don't serve us, right? That, you know, I don't have the money, or I can't afford it, or I have to be nice to this person. And I'm not talking about being unkind. I'm talking about, you know, saying things you don't want to say, or not putting a boundary up because you're worried about what the other person's going to think, or where maybe, you know, you might procrastinate or avoid taking action. So when we're fully invested, we're going to look at ourselves very honestly and very objectively. I mean, it's hard to be objective, I think, when you look at yourself, right? If you can relate to this, let me know below. I would love to know. But it can be hard to look at ourselves objectively, because then it's easy to get into defense mode, right? Like, well, I had to do this because, or I had to do that because, right? But when we can just sort of take a 30,000 foot view and sort of look at ourselves and see how we are stopping ourselves. You know, one of the expressions I love is that, like, if you keep running away from yourself, you're going to keep running into yourself. And so in order to make a quantum leap in your income, one of the things you need to do is really take this look at your belief system, your behavior system, your habits, take full accountability for everything that happens in your life, and to make decisions. And that's what I mean about being fully invested, because sometimes when we want to make that next step in our life, there's so many variables, right? Like, oh, this could go wrong, or that could go wrong, or this could happen, or that could happen, and maybe I'll do it. I'll just dip my toe in the water. I'll just try this. But you know, there is no such thing as try, right? I love Yoda. Do or do not. There is no try. So if you're trying it, you're not fully committed. And so today I wanted to really just give you some food for thought on that, being fully invested. You know, I asked a question in my Facebook group the other day about whether you're process oriented or sales oriented. And it was really fascinating for me to see. And I was so impressed with the members of that community. And if you're not part of that community, hop on over. Just go to livingforwardcommunity.com. It'll take you right to the Facebook group. We're almost 1,000 members in there, and it's a great group. But I was very impressed with the honesty of some of our members, where they said, no, I'm actually process oriented and not sales oriented. And so when we are thinking about stuff like that, I mean, that was them being really willing to look in the mirror and say, oh my goodness, maybe this is why I don't have the sales, because I've been focusing on process, not on selling, right? So they were fully invested in themselves, and they were willing to have that hard look. And then if you take it a bit deeper, I think we can really look sometimes in our business and think, well, I'm not focusing on sales, right? I'm focusing on keeping busy instead of making money. And again, we could ask ourselves, well, how would I, if I was fully invested in this result, what would I do? Would I make sure that all my paperwork's in order, or would I pick up the phone, or go to that networking event, or have that uncomfortable conversation, or make that offer, or send that one more email? So that's what I'm talking about, right? So that was just one example on a way to be invested or not invested, is how we show up in our business, whether we're process oriented or sales oriented. And the ladies that commented on that post were fully invested in themselves, because they were willing to go there. Not one of them said, well, I have to get this and this and this done. Not one of them made a judgment or an excuse. They just said, oh, wow, that's a good question. I see why I need to move forward. So these are the type of things I'm talking about when I'm speaking about being fully invested in your business. Anyway, just a quick morning meeting today. It's a question I have for you, and I'm going to leave you with that. And leave me a comment below and tell me, where can you show up being fully invested? Like, where have you not been, and what are you going to do today that will allow you to be fully invested in your results? Talk to you soon. Bye.